A 5, 6, 7, 8. RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Watch it on Stan every Friday.
All right.
So your favourite queen got eliminated.
Oh, yay! By, what was her name again? Crystal.
I'm rubbing off on you. You're forgetting people's names.
I'm glad she left.
Well, the Vivian wasn't going to go, was she? No. And I quite liked her message on the mirror. I thought it was really sweet.
They all came back into the workroom and Vivian had to wipe off the mirror.
It was nice to see her do some wiping.
For once. I know. Oh, she was taken down a peg and she was not happy about it.
It's a mighty big peg, isn't it?
But she's still carrying herself around the workroom like she's the best.
Pretty good, though. She is.
Oh, got a question. You know how she puts that tape on?
Yeah.
Do you need to do that when you're 26?
Well, she's known Chad Michaels for 13 years, so that would make her what?
She would have met him at 13.
Is that possible?
Maybe? That's pre-Facebook, pre-Twitter.
MySpace? Get to that as well, because then she had that 4-year drug problem.
Oh yeah, she squeezed a lot into 26 years.
I think 26 is how many set of eyebrows she's got. I'm 26 too. When they were sitting on the couches and they asked Vivian, who would she pick for a team? She goes, oh yes, I would have picked Cheryl, but I wouldn't have picked you.
Davina.
She didn't like that, no.
Davina saw red. Davina's very good at everything.
Yes.
But she wants Vivian to like her, but Vivian doesn't like her.
Somebody doesn't like you, you cannot make them like you. People try to make me like them all the time. Desperation is never attractive. Would you agree?
Yep, that's why I'm single.
Okay, that's for another show. Do you think she dealt with that very well, or do you think she did the right thing bringing it up, or?
Even though that's the beginning of the episode for us, that's the end of a really long day of them being in drag. They'll be tired and exhausted.
I wonder if it's being in that environment makes you more edgy and because you're in a competitive environment. I just felt for her, and I just think you're so talented, you don't actually need her to say you're good, because you are good. But it's something about getting validation off someone, I suppose she respects her and wants her validation. But I love the way there was only 3 girls in the group and she'd already chosen us. But I was going to choose you next. Yeah, that still meant you weren't going to choose her. Oh, I know. I was like, yeah, you knew exactly what you were doing. She knew exactly what she was doing.
And I like when she goes to Davina, all I've seen from you on the telly is that red wig and the silver dress. I was like, that's what we said! And that's all I wanted to say.
And I think she came around in the end.
I think her chat with Katya helped.
Oh yeah, totally. I did love when they got to that bit in the workroom. So, I believe you've had a bit of a disagreement with one of the ladies. It's like, yeah, of course you know. It's like, it would have been the talk of the backstage to the crew. Oh my God, they're like at it. Come on, look at this, Maria, look at this. Like, they would have watched it 10 times, watched it, found out every word that was said, written out in script form, knowing that she said that. Oh, what is everything all right?
I heard a little rumour that maybe there was some friction.
I did laugh when they had their big fight and Cheryl goes, time to call the medics. Best line of the night. Thank you, Cheryl. Hashtag you can stay. Oh, I love you. I think you're hilarious.
Loving Cheryl now. She's so,
mediocre and funny. Great. I love it. No ego. Davina won the challenge, the Commando challenge. I thought they were going to actually get Commando, and then I was like, oh, just Commando underwear. That wasn't fun.
I know, it's a bit disappointing. What did you actually think of that challenge?
It was okay.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty boring one.
It went on for so long.
I have to be honest, not much was really happening in the episode. They had to fill it out somehow as well. And of course, when they're sitting down doing their commercials, who has to put their 2 cents in? Vivi. Oh, you've done enough of that ethics.
Oh,
cut out. So you know what? You're in a competition. Let them do what they want to do. She wasn't asking for your help. I think Cheryl was on the right track.
When Cheryl did that Welsh accent impersonation, it was like, oh no, don't go on stage doing that.
It wasn't well.
No good. Why is Vivian telling you to do that?
No start catting up. That's my Welsh. Thank you.
What's that mean?
Good night, sweet thing.
Oh.
You get them all the time. They go on Welsh. They go, no start catting up.
Not stuffed carryots.
Okay, it's my thing. Their challenge for the week was they had to sell a bottle of water that was part of their brand.
Hang on.
Oh, back up. I love that she said that. She's got the most badges, surprisingly. I'm really actually complex about the whole bag of thing, but we'll get to that later. Bruce says to her, points out the obvious, is bag of chips.
Your water should taste like a bag of chips.
You know what's funny? Sometimes the obvious isn't obvious to some people.
Vivian, can't wait to act.
Yeah, because she loves doing characters, and her ad was very good, I have to say. I did enjoy her ad.
I didn't like her. I've written down a bit of a miss.
I actually think they were all a bit of a miss. The only one that I thought was sort of a hit was Davina's. I thought when Blood Hydrangea shot her commercial, it was more like she was selling a sex toy than a bottle of water. Not quite right. And just that acting coming around the camera, I was like, oh no, not funny.
Oh, I really liked her ad.
But did you really?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny.
I just thought it was very childlike.
Maybe that's my kind of humour.
Unlike the Vivian and Davina's, they all had like a bit of a concept and it had an arc of a story, where hers was just like, I'm acting really stupid, and if I drink water, I become like this. What kind of bottle of water do you have?
Alcoholic.
Dan Murphy.
I love when Cheryl was going to wear her green dress on the green screen.
Thank God I've got another fabulous leotard dress. Her whole wardrobe would be leotards, wouldn't it? At first of all, she's doing a Dancing with the Star ads, but her water was Dancing with the Stars, so it sort of made sense.
Yeah, I liked it.
That ad was cute. Did it hit the mark 100%?
Did she exuberate? I think she did. Cheryl with the finger coming in.
And that was quite funny. He was kicking her, wasn't he?
He was.
He was having a right-on laugh, wasn't it? It's not even close. He said, no, it's great, it's great. That was funny. I think I'd do exactly the same thing. It was pretty funny.
I definitely think it'll be Bagger, Vivian, and Davina in
Yeah,
top three.
they're the top three.
Yeah.
Because there's only Cheryl left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry, Cheryl.
Love you, but you've got to go. Well, God, Baggy Chicks is like bloody Teflon, isn't she?
Oh my God,
She
yeah.
is bloody Teflon. Katia was on the phone, she hung up. But voila, she appears.
There she was, surprising Davina.
And I think it was a really good thing for her to win that challenge. You know what I love that Katia said? Pretend you are the only one here and everyone is your helper. The world revolves around you, and I love that. The thing of not comparing yourself to someone else, that's why I look at it.
And especially when you're all isolated from all your friends and family to actually bounce stuff off, and the only people you can bounce anything off are your competitors.
Which is not good.
So you can't trust them either. So you're second guessing everything.
When you have self-doubt with creativity, it doesn't let it nurture.
And you can't be creative in a vacuum either. Anyway, the Katia call was good.
She was really funny. They're actually very similar in personality. The humour was very much on par.
Yeah.
It was quite nice to watch. Then we had Cheryl. They didn't say Cheryl Cole's name. Do you think that was, is she just Cheryl now?
Oh yeah, she is, because she went to Cheryl Tweedy and then she went to Cheryl. She married somebody. Unless Cheryl Tweedy's a different person?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Cheryl Cole, you just keep that name because she's just famous.
Yeah.
It's like Nicole Kidman's not.
Nicole Cruz or Nicole
Urban.
It's like, who's she married to?
Catwalk was Rainy Day Allegonza. Did you like it?
Oh, like the whole episode, I was medium on this catwalk as
Yeah.
well. It was like,
It was
oh, okay.
rainy days and Sundays always get me down.
They all had the same umbrella. Did they all share it around, that see-through umbrella?
Yeah, well, it broke and then Bagger put it on Ed. It's probably the weakest look I've actually seen of Davina, and it wasn't a bad look, but it was just not the best thing I've seen from her.
Like Bumblebee caught in the rain.
Then Bagger coming out in Liza Minnelli jumpsuit,
Again!
skin jacket. Obviously bumped into Davina on the way out. Said, "Could I borrow that?" Whacked it on her head, and then was given a few jazz hands.
These ones?
Oh! Thank you, Michelle. Oh my God, it was just awful. It looked like, you know, when you're a kid and you're mucking around at home, you put your mum's clothes on. Oh, because I've done that.
Me too.
And then got the umbrella and think, oh, look, I'm a showgirl. And you're not.
It was a strange, strange look. And I do still love Bagger, and I find her very entertaining, but that was, I don't think the personality could overcome that outfit this
Well,
time.
apparently it did. She's Tefloned up. I thought she's definitely in the bottom. I definitely thought after that, and her ad wasn't like up there. I was surprised. Cheryl, I have to say, that's your best look I've ever seen from you. I do have to agree with the booty shorts. Obviously, she ordered it online, it was too short.
Oh, is that what happened? Because she said it was supposed to be long.
I ordered it off AliExpress and it's too short because it's made for the Asian size.
Because when she said it was supposed to be longer, I was like, well, why isn't
Yeah,
it?
'cause it wouldn't-
Why didn't you make it longer?
I don't think it was made, I think it's pulled off
Okay.
the rack. But it wasn't the best she's looked. I thought she looked fantastic.
Yeah, I love the look, and I think it was great for her to be in that shiny outfit in front of Cheryl Cole. Cheryl Cole? Cheryl!
I loved that interaction. I thought it was really adorable. You know, just someone you admire and then you get to see them. And it wasn't like she was a stalky fan. You didn't have to call the police. It was quite nice. And Cheryl seemed to really like her.
You know when you see celebrities meeting their fans, and the celebrity is literally like, "Ooh." You could see these two, if they had to have a coffee together, they could probably have a good chat, a normal chat, and then go their separate ways.
Oh, I loved the Vivian as the rain cloud. Did you not?
I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that outfit. I think I kind of felt like it was a university art project.
It looked a bit like Elphaba got caught in a storm.
Elphaba doing an Easter bonnet parade.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I love that it was different.
Yeah, I did like that it was different. I think I'm just on Vivian this week.
It's funny when you just have a thing for someone you can't even appreciate their talent.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
like her and Davina. Maybe because I'm being protective of Davina, I'm like, I am. My Davina, my Davina, my Davina. Being upset that Vivian's being mean to Davina, I'm like, well, I don't like what you do. So there.
I actually did like it.
I had a medium response to it. Blue hydrangea.
I thought it was adorable. She looked like a gay puddle. Don't you think? She did. She looked like a little gay puddle. And I thought it was really adorable. Hers was actually my favourite look. It's like Rainbow Bright, but a puddle.
If a kid wanted to go out in the rain and play, that's what they'd wear. So just back to the ads, when Bagger did her ad, and they cut back to Michelle, Michelle's sitting there like this. Huh? That was literally me. I thought I was looking in a mirror after Bagger's ad. I was like, what just happened? What was that?
It was when she was watching Cheryl's ad. She goes, oh, I'm not being shady. I didn't understand your ad, but I was just watching you. Oh, I'm not being shady. I really like Cheryl.
Yeah, me too. I love the finger in the ad as well, like the finished
No, I mean
product.
Cheryl like Cole.
Oh, Cheryl.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
the real Cheryl?
Yeah.
The one that's famous, like Girl Aloud. As a judge, do you like her as a judge? Come on.
Okay, yeah, she's great.
I always find it funny when Cheryl talks because it always sounds like she's got marbles in her mouth. Oh, Bagger. Those blue lips. I always find it funny when people do blue lips because it looks like they're dead. It looks like they've run out of oxygen. And I thought she had run out of oxygen in the competition. I thought this is your time to go, but you're a Teflon.
Untucked, and Bagger was very unhappy with herself.
I loved her not even bothering to learn the words. Did you find that odd?
It was weird. She just gave up. My look's crap, my ad was crap, I'm in the bottom two for sure. And then,
I have to agree with her.
yeah, me too. I thought she was going.
Yeah, so did I.
Especially when she said she didn't learn the song, I was like, oh, well, you're leaving.
And I thought this is the perfect opportunity. Like, I thought, I wonder. I'm done with those. Do you agree with Bob?
No.
Do you think the producers are stepping in because they think Bagger's going to be crap, but we really want to keep her, so we won't put her in the bottom two so she doesn't have to get eliminated? Do you really think that? Do you think that's where television comes into play?
100%.
It's over an overall picture, and would I keep Bagger? Probably yes. Would you?
Yeah, 100%. She's great TV. She's going to be great after the show when they're doing all the tours and interviews and
Yeah.
everything. She's great.
I really am disturbed by her drag look. I feel, what the hell? It's like, did you get dressed in the dark? It's so funny. Some drag queens, you look at them and you go, oh my god, they're a mess. But it's part of their charm, and without that, they wouldn't be who they are. Yeah, thank you. Some drag queens just have this knack of looking like a mess and not being put together, but there's something charming about it still. I knew Vivian was going to win.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it's like, you know, she's in the bottom last week, they want to build her up again so she doesn't win the whole competition. But what about the lip sync? Blue Hydrangea, she was like that volunteer when you have flash mobs, but they really want to be noticed. And if I dance bigger than everyone else and everyone's going to see me, even though I've become a mess, and Cheryl's just being fabulous.
Cheryl knew everything that was going on. She threw in a death drop, which Rue would have loved. She knew the song. It was her song by her idol. Again, pointing. They're both pointing everywhere, especially Blue. Up here, down there. Up here, down there.
Poor Blue was just an act of desperation.
Oh, it's
It
sad
was-
to see, isn't it?
I know. It's when everyone on RuPaul's Drag Race, when someone gets desperate, all of a sudden they just start. Everything starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
Everything. I just would not want to fall apart. I'd want to go out looking at least together if I was going to get kicked out.
With the little things on top of her head kind of unraveling
Oh,
as well.
it's like a symbol of her lip singing that song. It's all just unraveling before her.
There you go. That's it.
Okay, so who was our winner from last week?
Well, the video didn't go up.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Sorry,
where was-
everyone. We don't have a winner, so we'll tie that over to next week.
What do you think in this episode would have been better to sell than a bottle of water? The bottle of water was crap.
Bottle of water with a parlour. Can't say it on YouTube. Say it again, say it again.
Bottle of water wasn't so.
No, not that bit, the whole thing.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week's competition is to come up with a better thing they could have advertised than that bottle of water.
Yeah, like maybe something like, no, you've got to come up with it, not us. Because if I tell you, then you're right, and then I'll let you win, and that's not the way it's going to work here, girl. But anyway, you can win a $120 Stan voucher. See ya.
See ya. Oh, I can't even say gotta go.